What if surveillance isn't about watching what you do, but predicting what you'll do next? What if your phone doesn't just listen, it learns? Your habits, your moods, your patterns. And what if the real power isn't control through force, but control through convenience? Welcome to Roots Beyond Chains. Tonight we're stepping into a theory many people whisper about: the total control grid. We live surrounded by smart things: smartphones, smart speakers, smart cars, smart homes. They track where you go, what you search, who you talk to, what you buy, how long you linger. And we opted in for convenience. So when people hear about massive data breaches, government surveillance funding, drones monitoring borders and cities, facial recognition in public spaces, the leap feels small. The thought becomes, if they can collect this much data, why wouldn't they use it? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Surveillance does exist. Governments openly fund facial recognition research, predictive policing software, AI-driven behavior analysis, drone monitoring programs. Corporations collect behavioral data, emotional response patterns, attention metrics. This isn't hidden. What is hidden is how interconnected it all feels. So the conspiracy grows. Phones talk to satellites. Satellites talk to AI. AI predicts behavior. Behavior is nudged, not forced. No cages, no chains. Just suggestions. This is where the theory escalates. The claim that surveillance isn't about safety, it's about shaping society quietly. Ads influence desires, algorithms influence beliefs, feeds influence emotions, trends influence behavior. If you can predict people accurately enough, do you need to control them at all? Or do they control themselves? That's the fear. Not that someone is watching you, but that you're becoming predictable. Drones used to feel futuristic. Now they're normal. They monitor traffic, borders, disaster zones, protests. Data is justified as protection. Funding is justified as innovation. And most of the time, it is. But history teaches us something important. Tools built for safety can be repurposed for power. That's why this theory sticks. Not because people are paranoid, but because institutions have crossed lines before. Here's the part rarely talked about. Believing in a total control grid gives chaos a shape. It says, there's a system, there's intention, there's a reason things feel off. That can feel more comforting than accepting we're living inside. Rapid tech growth, weak regulation, profit-driven systems, and human bias coded into machines. The fear isn't technology. The fear is losing agency without noticing. There is no proof of a single unified system controlling humanity, but there is proof of expanding surveillance, predictive algorithms, poor transparency, data being more valuable than people. The danger isn't a secret grid, it's apathy. It's not asking questions, not demanding limits, not understanding what we consent to. Control doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it arrives politely. The real question isn't, are we controlled? It's, are we paying attention? If you want curiosity without fear, truth without cages, and learning without gatekeepers, subscribe to Roots Beyond Chains. Like, comment, and share. What part of modern tech makes you uneasy, and why? Welcome home.